ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Indie Zone. My name is Kathy. We have been following the very high-profile case of Macron versus Owens, a defamation state case filed in Delaware by the President and the First Lady of France against Candace Owens, a podcaster out of Tennessee. This lawsuit was filed by the Macrons in July of 2025. There was an amended pleading, meaning that the original complaint was modified. It was amended. That is their operative pleading. They have asked for a jury trial, and they are requesting an award of damages. In addition to Ms. Owens individually, two corporations owned by her that are domiciled in Delaware were named as defendants. Owens came back and filed a motion to dismiss, seeking to stop this lawsuit in its tracks and toss it on various grounds. She's raised the First Amendment, alleging that this all is opinion testimony and is protected speech. She has raised a statute of limitations, saying that this matter is governed by French law, where the plaintiffs are, and there was a 3-month statute of limitations that they had to file this matter, which has been blown, and so therefore the case should be thrown out. There's a few other grounds for dismissal that's been raised in the motion to dismiss. And there's also an alternative, asking the court, look, Judge, if you don't dismiss this lawsuit and allow it to proceed, we want to go ahead and strike certain allegations in the amended complaint because the plaintiffs were required to seek leave. That is permission from the judge before they filed an amended pleading, is what defense is asserting as an alternate theory in the event that the motion to dismiss gets denied. Now, this is the defense's motion. They have set it for hearing before the trial court. It is scheduled for April 28th, 2026. Now, the Macrons are not taking matters lying down, not at all. They filed a comprehensive response opposing the motion to dismiss, and they cite multiple case laws, including a celebrity defamation case that was litigated in Virginia in 2021, Depp versus Heard, in support of their theory. They've come back with a reason why each and every one of the allegations raised in the motion to dismiss and or to strike in the alternative should be disregarded by the court, that the amended pleading should continue, and that the matter should proceed toward trial. Now, they have a very interesting quote here, right on page 1. They are, for want of a better term, throwing Candace Owens' words back at her, saying here, quote, "We'll get to the bottom of it, right? That is what discovery is for. We're going to ask a lot of questions." The Macrons are probably hoping, this will go away, and at least we'll say we sued her. We'll say we went after her. She'll probably file for this to get dismissed. But I'd like to make it to discovery. I think we owe that to the world. And this is a citation to Candace Owens dated July 23rd, 2025. And then there's a footnote. Candace Owens, Brigitte sues me for defamation. Episode number 218, YouTube, July 23rd, 2025. And then the link. Then this introduction section continues. Like the defamatory statements within the amended complaint, the words above are lies. Owens publicly vowed that she welcomed discovery and would not seek dismissal. Yet defendants now ask this court to do exactly what Owens told her audience she would never attempt, end the case before discovery even begins. And just a Note here, ladies and gentlemen, discovery is the process by which the parties will seek each other's depositions, for example, where they have to raise their hand, swear to tell the truth, and whole truth, nothing but the truth, in front of a court reporter, and they're asked questions relevant to the case. There can also be written discovery, which is requests for production of documents. There can be what's called interrogatories, which requires the other side to answer questions. There can be requests for admissions that one side serves, and discovery is served as a way to help to prove that party's case, whether it is the moving party, the plaintiffs, who are trying to prove that they were defamed, or if it's the defense who's stating that, no, there's nothing to this case. The introduction section continues on, paragraph 2. For nearly 2 years, defendants have promoted fabricated claims about plaintiffs' President Emmanuel Macron and First Lady Brigitte Macron, including that Mrs. Macron was born a male, the couple engaged in fraud, ladies and gentlemen, and that they participated in mind control experiments. They continued spreading these lies even after plaintiffs provided evidence disproving them, to which Owens responded by taunting the Macrons and inviting them to file this lawsuit. Since then, defendants have again expanded their claims, most recently alleging that the Macrons were involved in the Charlie Kirk matter and planned and financed, it says Owens here, but I think it means Kirk's, unaliving from the French-run hub of Wilmington, Delaware. So the defense did file a reply responding to this response opposing the motion to dismiss, which we will address in our next episode of the Indie Zone. Until next time, this is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.